Hello, my name is Jasmine, and I will be exploring the topic of communicating inner thoughts with power. My overarching goal is to be able to effectively communicate my innermost thoughts and visions clearly and confidently to others. Beginning as a child, I always had a colorful imagination, and though I was an only child, usually quiet and very shy, I had extremely loud thoughts and huge visions. This translated into journaling and getting my inner thoughts out easier on paper than verbally and face-to-face communication. Reaching my goal will benefit my intimate relationships. As a future wife and mother, I want to be able to provide rich communication to be able to raise and nurture my children in the future world changes, as well as model and enjoy a beautiful and strong marriage dynamic. I will need to be able to communicate my vision to those I work with as well as to the world while leading my nonprofit organization. And lastly, I need to communicate clearly and confidently to those who I'm called to serve in the community. My background and behavioral blend has positive and negative aspects to it, according to my Uniquely You profile assessment. On the positive side, I'm very easygoing and non-confrontational. I'm a caring and gracious servant, and I'm a powerful on an individual and an intimate level. But on the negative side, my personality causes me to be too patient and kind at times. That allows others to take advantage of that kindness. I am timid at times where I should be a little more assertive. And I sometimes allow my fear of speaking out to cripple me, and my voice is left unheard. I found a great article that accurately described my communication barriers. The social compensation hypothesis proposed that introverts like myself can only find their real me when they're truly comfortable, and this is usually through online social interaction. This is completely true. I remember as far back as middle school, I loved online profiles and online journaling, where I could truly design it to express myself and create a platform to express the real me freely and without judgment. I never truly found that same comfort in face-to-face or real-life interactions. My favorite essay, From Bridges, Not Walls by Stewart, expressed ways to speak for yourself with clarity and power. First, we must truly believe that what we want to express is worthy of expression. I know that I need to begin to have that same belief. Have the belief that my feelings are just as important as anyone else's. The essay also warns about self-sabotage, which I do often. If I know I need to have a difficult conversation with someone, I'll do the bare minimum, like sending an email that I know they'll overlook and chalk it up to, well, I tried, just to avoid having the conversation altogether. The essay also explains that it's important to say things directly and to avoid easing into conversations, which is something that I will definitely incorporate into my life. On the next slide, you'll see a chart that's adopted from Listening, The Forgotten Skill by Burley-Allen. You'll see that the belief system process reveals so many hidden things that are deeply rooted in our lives that subconsciously affect our communication style. For example, I've held on to the belief that if I speak up for myself or share my truth, it will anger people, so I should just keep my feelings to myself. This is rooted from childhood, where when I would share my feelings, it would make adults angry and defensive, and I would get in trouble for how I felt. This created the self-concept that I can't speak up, and the self-image of myself being passive and non-confrontational at all times. My internal thought process is, I have to keep everyone happy, with the attitude that other people's feelings and needs are more important than mine. So now I just expect myself to back down or to keep feelings and difficult conversations on the inside. This is revealed in behavior like carrying around frustrations and feeling pressured, unheard, or victimized by others. It all leads back to that initial belief. But this can be countered by positive affirmations. Instead of saying things like, I find it so hard to speak up, beginning to say and believe it's okay for me to speak up changes worlds. With positive affirmations internally and out loud to others, you can go from reacting to your beliefs to being proactive in choosing your results. Another article that I found expounded on the strengths of introverts. It explained that while we can adapt to an extrovert world, we thrive when we can use our preferred styles. We have a quiet leadership style and have strong listening skills. Speaking of listening, in Why Don't We Listen Better by James Petersen, he explains how proving safety in conversations empowers talkers. He compared a conversation with a swamp full of alligators, saying, "When the world includes alligators that nip at our rears, defending ourselves takes so much energy. We aren't free to reflect or learn. We get so busy protecting ourselves, we forget why we are there and what we're trying to say or do." A good listener removes alligators and secures a setting where talkers can focus on clearing their swamps. I need an environment like that to thrive. And I provide that environment for everybody that I listen to because I know how it feels to be fearful, disheartened, or frustrated when you're attempting to speak, but you have these alligators ready to intrude or rip your head off. So, as a summary, my action steps are to stop the self-sabotage, be more direct and avoid easing into issues, use positive affirmations, and focus on my strength of listening. Some great resources and strategies that I'll use is 1, the Talker Listener Card by James Petersen, 2, positive affirmations and journaling, and 3, exploring online coaching platforms to use with my clients, and methods such as social media, blogging, virtual sessions, pre-written or pre-recorded courses, and writing books to express myself in a way that I feel most comfortable. I would like to end with a quote by Lisa Bevere. She said, "We must carefully guard our words to ensure we are part of the solution to the problems we are anointed to change." This illustrates just how powerful our words are to our world and how much more important it is to choose what to communicate carefully. And when we do it, we're communicating with power. Okay. My citations are on the last slide. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I hope that even more than that, your powerful thoughts can be transformed into powerful words to change this world.